Yep, good old lead. Or as the non-locals call it, lead. Nope, surefire way to tell if you aren't from here is if you call lead lead. And yes, it's spelled that way. It's spelled like lead. But it's lead. Hello everybody. Clutch from the Sodak motorcycle blog, coming to you on Monday, May 11th, 2026. Well, we've hit the day. We've hit the official, yep. I've put the winter cover away. Got the dust cover I keep in the storage shed for when I leave for the house for a few days and the bike ain't going anywhere. Kind of an out of sight, out of mind kind of a deal. So like I said, we're out for the summer now, so that's always a good day when you get to that point. Also today we're doing a first ride. You can't see it on my new Thrashing Protrero motorcycle vest. Actually wearing up. We're going to get some patchwork done on it. Hopefully the fabric junction ain't too busy. We can get it sewn up. We're doing a lot of repeat patches, although there's several patches I actually am taking off. One of them's my iron butt patches. I'm actually going to switch them over to pins, and partially because, well, it's 3 less patches I have to worry about. Plus my iron butt patches are looking a little rough anyway, so. Well, one thing I will say about this vest, and as I suspected, it ain't too baggy, I can tell you that much. I told you in my previous video to buy a size up, and well, it definitely is confirmed. Because normally I wear an extra large and it fits fairly good, not terribly snug. This right here is a 2X and it's snug. Like to the point I really wish I would have bought the 3X. I ain't gonna lie, I wish I would have bought a 3X now. So maybe go up 2 sizes. Because like I said, this fits me tighter than a fucking 1X. Actually probably a tad warm for a vest, almost 75 degrees. I know I'm wearing my flannel right now, but I don't know how much longer I will be wearing it, to be honest with you. But it is definitely good to be back on the bike again, that is for sure. This is actually the second ride of the year for me too. We actually did one earlier this year. Had a nice warm day right in April. Took advantage of that. Nice enjoyable day, and well, or no, take that back. I took 2 rides in April, that's right. So yeah, this is the 3rd ride of the year for me. I probably don't have 200 miles yet this year, so kind of a slow spring, and really I just didn't really, I don't know, it really wasn't a priority for me this spring to get out. But when you shifted more into full skiing again like I have in the winter, I mean in reality it kind of eats up your attention in the wintertime. Especially where you ski like I do, where I don't have a pass at my local resort. I have an epic pass, meaning that I have to drive 5.5 hours to ski. So skiing definitely becomes a much bigger priority for sure. And yeah, you could call me up, you're not a real rider, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I ride a Goldwing, so like I always say, if you think that's gonna offend me, well, I'm on the ride. You're talking to the guy with the wrong bike to really have that bother. But hey, trolls gotta have something to say, right? But yeah, very solid day for sure so far. I'm liking it. Gonna get kind of warm today, although front's gonna pass before it gets too terribly warm. which means we're going to end this day fighting probably 50-mile-an-hour winds. Yippee. Such is life in South Dakota. So we ended up in Wyoming, excuse me. Interesting enough, we're about to go back in South Dakota now. She was a little busy, so she wasn't able to do my vest as I waited, which is fine. So I decided, well, while I'm out, I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna just ride over to Wyoming, make a couple sports bets. Because in South Dakota, we actually have to go to Deadwood and be inside a casino and do it. We can't do it on a sports betting app like some people can. But you can do it in Wyoming. So what it is, I drove to Wyoming and placed a bunch of bets at the gas station. Because, you know, it's actually, it's actually more convenient to do that than to go to Deadwood and play that whole game. Especially where I already got an account set up. It's all online anyway. It's easier just to run up to Wyoming and do it that way. So that's what we did. But, you know, in South Dakota, we gotta protect poor Deadwood. If you ask me, Deadwood don't need protecting, but whatever. You know, Deadwood had an advantage 20 years ago, but now basically you can gamble everywhere and anywhere. And like I said, you live where I live. You either can take the time, drive up to Deadwood, or you can take just as much time, drive up to Beulah, Wyoming, and place the bets there. So, for me, that's the easier way to do it. Up here in the high hills, pretty close to O'Neill Pass. And yeah, there's not even specks of snow left on the ground here, so didn't figure there would be. It's been a pretty pitiful year for snow, so now I guess I'm gonna figure out if I want to go eat lunch somewhere, and then after that figure out what else I'm gonna do. But yeah, I guess we'll talk at you in a bit. Well, my Senna died. That's what happens when you don't charge up your headset the night before you go for a ride. So since I don't got music to listen to anymore, I just will talk to you. Now, I did not mean that in a condescending way, so calm down. Honestly, I probably would talk to you more, but I knew about an hour ago this thing was going to die in about an hour, so I'm like, well, just let it run out. No sense talking while it's on. The way to old Rochford there. We're not going to Rochford, though. I think we're going to, ironically enough, go through Deadwood, which is kind of funny considering that I went to place bets in Wyoming because it was more convenient, even though I was going through Deadwood. But it still is. My app is just more convenient. And really, I kind of, Deadwood, I'm just kind of meh on Deadwood anymore. I never really was the biggest fan of it, to be honest with you. Like, so I like sports betting. I would do it more if, well, I was a better sports bettor, which I am not. I'm not good at it at all. But the nice thing about sports betting is then you got skin in the game. That's kind of nice. Kind of like when I do a football pick'em poll, if I ever do one, if I do ones in the fall, makes me a lot more kind of wanting to know what's going on with the football season for everyone. Whereas if I don't do any pick'ems, well, I really don't care about the rest of the league. I care about the Broncos, and that's about it. But that is what it is. Alright, up here on the Boar's Nest, they are not open yet, unfortunately. I think they open this weekend. Also, they're not open on Mondays anyway. Oh, geez, they're painting lines. They have parking issues. Well, there's lots not very big, and let's be honest, bikers kind of park like truckers do, as in not worth a crap if there's no lines or nothing to direct them. And it would be kind of nice on those busy days during rally if they had someone in the parking lot directing, just saying. But I understand why you wouldn't, because, well, that's one extra person you got to pay to really not, that's really not giving you any value, you know? Because as full as that place is, a lot of people don't go away from that. But we'll see what's open here. That's the other problem. It's a Monday and most everything is closed on Mondays now, which really sucks. Because that used to be a great thing about working 410s was, well, I had Mondays off. And places were open for the week. Well, now it's become the cool thing to work Saturdays and take Sunday and Monday off. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is, you know. Anyways, I wonder if I should... Well, is Louis actually open? It looks like they actually are. They are. Well, hell, I guess we're going to eat at Louis today, I think. I haven't ate here for a long time, actually. Yeah. I haven't ate here for a long time. I think we'll give them a shot. Yep, I think we'll give them a shot. We'll see how they are. Like I said, how they went out of business kind of annoyed me. Basically, it was they kind of took their stick and went home and threw a hissy fit after the COVID situation got crazy, and, you know, looked like it was a little over the top for me reacting, but it's their business, not mine. But we'll give it a shot. Well, okay, Louis, you know what? You're back on the list, all right? Not too bad. Burger wasn't bad. Fries weren't bad. They have the beer back on tap, which is a big thing for me. That was kind of what started this whole kind of thing that I had against them for a long time, was when they stopped doing the draft beer thing. And they're like, oh, well, you know, we don't have the staff or personnel to pour draft beer. And it's like, come on, really? Really? I'm like, really? That's the problem? Because here's the thing. As far as I'm concerned, you take draft beer off the menu, I get kind of upset. Like, I get really angry. Like, I like draft beer. It's the way beer should be. If I wanted beer in a freaking can or a bottle, I'd go buy the cheaper stuff at the liquor store and drink it at home on my couch. Because there I control the TV. I mean, yeah, I don't have to talk to human idiots. I mean, I still have 2 cats, but in the end, they can't really talk. They can just yowl in disagreement. I can tell them, well, heck with you. You're just a cat, you know. But, like, the draft beer is a big thing for me, okay? And if you don't have it, man, you better make up for it in other areas. And for the longest time, they didn't. And like I said, they kind of pulled the take their ball and go home thing after the COVID deal. Like, we don't have you people are unreasonable, all that stupid COVID crap, Everybody was a victim after COVID, What the hell? Come on. Why are you not? Sometimes it does weird things. Am I still on? No. Damn it. The fun of having a Senna. There we go. And sometimes your neutral switch and your clutch start switch doesn't work. But anyways, the point is, yep, Louis, you're back on the list. Would I choose you over the Boar's Nest? No. And yes, I understand. The owners of the Boar's Nest are from Wyoming. The only owners of Louis are from here. However, for only another buck, I get my cheeseburger with pulled pork on, and the fries, you get a double portion of fries. The only downfall is they do not have craft beer at the Bar's Nest. So, but that should tell you how good I think their burger is, because I've already went off on my dang draft beer spiel. I mean, could you imagine if the Boar's Nest got draft beer? I mean, my God. But I get why they don't. But like I said, if you ain't gonna have it, you better have something else to bring me in. And well, good fry portion, and you put pulled pork on a cheeseburger. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that's. Excuse me. I'm good for that. You know. All right, let's make a run through Lead. Hell, I should just drank water there and had craft beers at oh hell. Can't think of the stupid name of the place. Oh, Dakota Shivers, duh. But I don't know if they I don't think they're open. Well, no, I think they might be. That's right, I do think the new owner's open on Mondays. That's okay, we'll get them next time. A lot of places aren't open on Mondays anymore, like I said earlier, so. Well, I don't know. Oh, they're closed right now. Oh, it says Monday through Saturday, so hey, cool. Well, some Monday coming up, we'll go through there. Yep, good old Lead. Or as the non-locals call it, lead. Nope, surefire way to tell if you aren't from here is if you call Lead lead. And yes, it's spelled that way. It's spelled like lead. But it's Lead. I mean, come on, give us a break. I mean, we have places like Pier, which should be pronounced Pierre, but it's called Pier. Or Bellefouche, which should be pronounced Bellefouche, but it's called Bellefouche because, you know, that's how we talk around here. So, yo, either way, some dude said the name like that 150 flipping years ago, okay? Just go with it. Here's the thing, if I find out you have a weird, you know, pronunciation of a town name or you, I will try to use the local version of it. I feel like that's only respect. Yes, I used to think Prescott was pronounced, well, Prescott. Till an Arizona local through a summer at OCS said, no, it's Prescott. Hence, I call it Prescott. I think that's respectful. You refer to the name as the name of what the locals call it. I think that's just a respectful way to do things. Because in the end, it's their culture, not yours. So just go with it. Anyway, speaking of weird pronunciation, so I used to be the sports editor for the Pioneer up in Spearfish. And, well, as, you know, when you're part of a paper, you know, you have duties. Being that, well, every paper is kind of part of the Associated Press, you will routinely get phone calls confirming scores. Well, one of the teams we covered was Lead Deadwood. Lead and Deadwood, they're combined for schools. So, probably the most brutal pronunciation I've ever seen in my life. So guy calls up, he's like, so I was wondering if I could get the score for the lead deadfish game. And I'm like, huh? What? Say that again? He's like, lead deadfish. I'm like, are you talking about Lead Deadwood? Sure, if that's what you call them. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I can forgive you for lead, but dead fish? I mean, fish and wood are very different words to me. But anyway, so yeah, we got them squared away. So yeah, the fun pronunciation story. And yeah, we kind of went off in a tangent there, but hey, you're still here, you're still watching, you're committed. Oh hell, anyways, yeah, I think it's time to keep riding. I don't know where we're gonna ride now. Should we go through Deadwood? Should we what the hell? Let's go back through Sturgis. What the hell? Let's run down Main Street. Yeah, that's right. I drove to Wyoming to place a bet just so I could drive through Deadwood. But in Wyoming, I can place my bet at the gas station. In Deadwood, I have to go into place. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Got a motorcycle here show here, not next weekend, but the weekend after that. So the dude from Fielding's gonna be there. So hey, I don't know why I just told you that, because this video is probably gonna come out after that. But hey, if it isn't, I think the 23rd yet, and you're in Deadwood, check it out. Tour bus. What do we got? Cab the one. Decent crowd today. We are getting into that summer rush though. I mean, don't get me wrong, Deadwood's kind of a cool town, but you gotta understand, I've been coming up here since I was 21, and before I was 21. So I've had a lot of experience in this town, and like I said, after a while, you're just kind of, meh with it. Like, yeah, cool, you can play slot machines, and cool, you can play blackjack, but you're just kind of like, meh, after a while. What is he doing? Doing something that's important. I will say this, it's kind of fun to be up here during rally when they got the bikes on Main Street. That's fun, and cool Deadwood nights is kind of fun. If you get up here early, because if you get up here midday, you're going to be parking all the way up in Lead or Whitewood. Trust me, that's how bad the parking situation gets here during cool Deadwood nights. To the point where when I had my old pickup, if I kept it long enough, eventually I was going to get to the point, if it got old enough, I was just going to enter the show just so I'd have a place to park during cool Deadwood nights. But we sold that, so. See if I can get a light here, eh? I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, hey. Well, something's gonna change. Hey, alright. And that's Deadwood. Go back towards Sturgis, I guess. I'd rap for you, but the song on I can't really rap to. Because I know you like my rapping. You just don't hear it very much. Yeah. Alright, and scene. I ain't got much time left, so my battery's about dead, so yeah. Little Boulder Canyon action. Little Wu-Tang on the radio. It's always good. Little Cream. Rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Well, so far it's been a good day. I've been very happy with it. Just a nice little day to ride. I probably did about 120 or so miles. So, good solid day. Good solid enjoyable day. So, I'm happy. Still a good ride to get back in the riding season. Of course, it is May, so we got plenty of nice days ahead, thank God. Because you know, there ain't no snow on the ground, I just will be riding, so. Although in the end, if I could only choose between skiing and riding motorcycles, that's the only thing I could do for the rest of my life. I would still do motorcycles, so that's still what I would do. It's what I enjoy. Now, if it was like, you know, motorcycle and like paddle sports, that'd be a little tougher decision. Although the nice thing about motorcycles is I can always bundle up more, and it seems to be easier because you bring the water situation into it. It always makes things kind of a pain in the neck, especially around here where we don't really have only like 3 months of water season. I mean, if I lived like in Florida or something, that'd be a different story. It'd be a lot tougher of a choice. But here, yeah, I think I'd still choose the motorcycling. Anyways, I would like to thank you for stopping by Sodak Motorcycle Blog. I am your host, Clutch. We make weekly motorcycle videos. They come out every Thursday at 7 p.m. Denver time, so figure out what time Denver is compared to you, and if it's 7 p.m. on Thursday in Denver, guess what? Sodak Motorcycle Blog video has dropped. If you don't want to wait for that, well, there's a couple of solutions. One, you could become a member of the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. That only costs you $2.99 a month, and for that you get priority reply to comments, as in you comment on a video, I'll reply within 48 hours. You don't have to wait for comments and beer. Also, when I do upload a video, you get to see it right away. You don't have to wait for the actual release date. Also, you get a little icon by your name that says, yep, you're a Sodak Motorcycle Blog member. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. Please feel free to leave a comment. And on that, I'd like to encourage you to take it easy, and we'll see you later.